For spacings, we are using the variables panel. So if you open here, you can see the sizes collection, and here we have some fixed sizes and also the sizes that are being used for spacers across the pages and also for the sections. We also have here a collection for the border radius, since we have a lot of border radius on elements on this template. And as you can see here, the spacings are set using rems instead of pixels. And you might asking why are you using rems instead of pixels, if pixels it's a very popular unit and we use pixels for everything. And the reason for that is accessibility. If you check this page on the client first documentation, you can see the user changing the font size on the browser settings. So basically, if the website is using pixels, not rems, but pixels, and the user change the font size here on the browser settings for, let's say, accessibility, because he can't actually read it very well, then if the website is using pixels, nothing will happen. So although they change here on the browser settings, the website will stay the same size for the elements. But if you are using rems, then of course, if the user change the font size or the appearance of his browser settings, then the website size, the size of the elements will be updated accordingly. So this is very important for accessibility reasons, and that's why we are using rems instead of pixels. In case you are wondering, okay, so we have here on the font size, we have 6 rems. So 6 rems is equal to, let's say, how many pixels? In order to do this math, it's very simple. So basically, 1 rem is equal to 16 pixels. So if you have 6 rems, you can just multiply this by 16, and then you'll notice that 6 rems are equal to 96 pixels. Now let's say you want to convert back from pixels to rems. It's very simple. So let's say you have 96 pixels, you can just divide instead of multiply, of course, by 96, and then you have 6 rems. So 6 rems are equal to 96 pixels, and 96 pixels are equal to 6 rems. So that's how you do the math. Now, if you check the style guide page, you can see that we have some spacers here, right? So we have some spacers for the sections, which are called padding section, and then the spacer size. And then we have the actual spacer elements that are being used across the website for spacing between elements. If you want to change any of these spacers, instead of just changing here, my advice is just to go to variables and then just click here on sizes, and then just go to the spacer group, and here you can just change to whatever you want. These are standard values, so I wouldn't actually change that, but if you want to change anyway, you can do it by using the variables. Also, if you go to some page and then you see some spacer like that, let's say you want to increase that, you can just remove the class spacer medium and just add spacer large, and boom, you have a bigger spacer right now. So you can just type spacer and dash, and you see a lot of options, which of course are the same options that are on the variables and also on the style guide page. So that's how you can set the spacing between the elements here. All of this is based on the client first, so I'm just teaching you just a little bit, just in case you are not an advanced user and want to change some spacings across the sections. We also have the padding section class, which is this one, right? And of course, if you want to change this, the process is the same. Just remove the class and type padding section and the padding size that you want for the section. And that's how you can change spacings across the template.